I'll return the favor. You have my gratitude. This way. Let's go.
My bad, I was typing all that time. My bad, y'all.
Follow me. Help! Hurry!
Whoops, so the wrong way. We got to learn everything over.
Thanks.
Okay, then. My bad.
Appreciate it. Now.
Oh my God, I don't know what buttons is what. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, wait, let me go in the house. Okay, y'all. Look, this is why y'all got to hear some of this shit. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, Shark might know who this is. And I doubt I doubt Tweeds and Nas don't know who this is. Shark might know who this is. But you don't understand the concept and the controversy behind it when you hear. Let me put shoot. Oh, I gave. Because I know these people. I've been following this lady, and I'm still going to follow. I've been following this lady for years, and I know all this. And at the end of it, all I have to say is still being an avid fan and stan for this person. I know I've been following this person. I know a lot about that person. They live. I've been following them for many, many years. I've been privileged to catch many lives of her streams of her. I caught all the lives of her getting arrested each time. In fact, while it was happening, I caught many things. So I know a lot about this person and what they do and what they're capable of. So at the end of what her son says about her, all I have to say is, still, even though I stay supporting her, where is the lie? Child. That's all I mean. You got to be able to hold people accountable, even if they're heroes, and they still can be heroes. It's just that you have to be able to hold yourself accountable. So that should give some context what I'm talking about. I know dudes definitely gonna know. Let me get the headphone. She about coffee. Hold on, about coffee.
Enemy gathered their forces for another assault.
Impressionable young man and should be left alone. Right now he wants to concentrate on schoolwork, his college, while continuing his education in college, and that's where his focus should be. Now Tasha said she was going to have him on again, but to discuss like school, etc. But why not just leave him alone? Hey guys.
Oh, okay, wait, I'll put the elbows in up here. I made tea. I still got to go get it. But, okay, I'm here. All right.
to put away my AI to do this particular video. Because you know, whenever I'm doing a Jaguar video, I got to use my natural voice and not the AI. Let me tell you something. I caught that interview with Tasha and Sam Jr.
Okay, so this is a reaction to the interview. They were a reaction to the actual interview. I really like this YouTuber. She's older. She has a mature aspect of things, and she doesn't succumb to sensationalism. So it's a reaction to the actual interview. The interview was Tasha K. It's this lady named Tasha K. She's very famous over here on YouTube for more reasons than one. But she did an interview on Jaguar Wright. This woman named Jaguar Wright, who is a old R&B artist. She used to sing with the Roots and Jay-Z. So she makes a lot of claims about the music industry and being an insider. And she has said some very salacious and few things about Beyonce and Jay-Z and that whole Diddy situation. So this is one of her sons. The interview was with one of her sons. She had two sons and one passed. So this is her only living son left. And his name is Sam Jr. I'm going, wait a minute, these people kicking my ass. I got to, hold on. Okay.
Oh man, woo! That boy got to telling his mama off. He called her a what? A succubus, and a devil, and a demon, and the depths of hell. She's going to hellfire. I said, Lord have mercy, Sam. Hold something back. Your mama ain't that bad. The child didn't hold anything back. I just took a little snippet of the interview, and let me tell you, you gotta hold on to your seats, folks, and clutch your pearls, but
this is a demon. That is a succubus. Okay, and this is an angel. Yes. To put it in full visualization for everyone to articulate. Okay?
In case of an emergency, it's important to document all your husband's most valuable possessions. Like this. Ooh.
Okay.
So Tasha is conducting the interview, and she wants a better explanation of what she's seeing. She sees Sam drawing. She's looking at the drawing, and he's depicting his mama as a demon, and then there's an angel in the picture. So Tasha's trying to get a full breakdown of what do you mean that your mama is a devil and a demon? Explain. Well, you know, Tasha was milking this interview for all it's worth. She knows Sam is going to give her the raw, the nitty-gritty, the down and dirty. And she was in for it. She was sipping her wine. She was just, I count how many times she poured that wine. And then at one point she said, to hell with the pouring. And she took the bottle there to the head. Let's continue.
That demon looks somewhat similar to a disheveled articulation of my mother. I once believed that she was a good person infested by hive demons. But in actuality, no. She had converted into a full-on demoness when she was completely filled with love and not enough discipline.
Oh, so basically spoiled.
Yes, spoiled. Hence the narcissism. It may not be stated, but it is effectively
I ain't wrong.
True. This is egotism in its fullest form, mostly.
Oh, I ain't got that. Sorry.
Well, it looks like his Jaguar's son has read her down from the rooter to the tutor, honey.
Phil.
That boy says she's a full.
Hold on.
I keep saying boy, but I mean that man, that young man says she's a full demoness. She's a full demoness. When she was filled with love from her parents, no filter, no holding back, no bring out the rod, because we're not gonna spoil the child, give her a few whacks, straighten her up, none of that, no slap, no pinch here and there, nothing. Jaguar was not disciplined enough. This is what he's saying. And this is why she ran amok. Filled with a demoness, honey. Filled with a demon. So now she's a demoness. Now guys, I do not believe in spanking. I don't believe in hitting children. I do not. This is for all of you who are quick with the hands. You can discipline a child in other ways. You don't have to hit them. You can take away privileges. Let's continue.
Articulated for one being. She has been
Wait.
in a bit.
What I have to say about spanking is, for one thing, I'm very glad that I got spankings as a kid. And I'm happy to say that I only got legitimate spankings. I didn't get abused. So, I guess there's a difference in that, which I am grateful for. But, I also, I can't say with this generation that we have today that doing absolutely no spankings, I don't know if that would work for everybody, because taking away privileges, like some people grow up and don't even have privileges to take away, so they kind of like, so what are you gonna do? Because it ain't like I had all that many privileges to take away. Well, I ain't have all that much. So I'm kind of like, what? Go to your room, okay? Ain't nothing in there. I never had nothing in there anyway, because I'm always in the room anyway. What kind of... But anyway. So I'm glad I got that. So it really taught me how to have respect for myself and other people's things, other people's belongings, other people's feelings. Because if I ain't get my spanking by my parents, I probably would have got my ass whooped by the world. Shot by the police. Shot by a crazy person. And it ain't like my parents was perfect. Some stuff I learned from my parents that I shouldn't do those things because they did them. But anyway, let me get back to this thing.
That she has cast herself into for all this time. And in my digital formulation, that abyss is much more articulated, and she is floating in front of very old teeth. The teeth of the spiritual beast Leviathan, the primordial aquatic beast God had sent down from heaven. And for those of you of the religious sects who know this, you know what that means when my mother is in front of those jaws. But for those who don't, it is long speculated that in the spiritual world, that Leviathan's maw serves as the entrance to hell itself. My mother is basically floating right in front of it, but she's not swimming away. Why? Because there is a mirror of tenebris, a fell reflection that is portraying to her her ideal angel that she once was, all grown up, singing the hymns of God like she were an angel, thus keeping her trapped down there. Her vocal cords stripped away and given to an irreprobate mind.
Boy, YouTube is really, I think they have like quadruple their ads as of late. Jesus Christ.
Honey, let me tell you something. When this child starts to speak, I gotta pull out my dictionary, okay? That's all I gotta say. I'm pulling out my dictionary because he's using some words that you've never even heard of, okay? That's convenient.
Okay, wait. Another thing. Why is she saying that? Was she saying she had to pull out a dictionary? This boy is so smart and so intelligent, but the thing is, she has always been trying to represent her son as being mentally ill and him being slow. When in actuality, he's smarter than everybody. He's smarter than all of them. It's just different. He thinks about stuff different. He's an intellectual. He's what we would call somebody who's awoke. He's not asleep. He critical thinks for himself. He thinks a little bit different. That's what. So, but they want to call people like him crazy, and dismiss him. But that makes no sense, and it's ironic because people do the same thing to his mother, and she has a problem about it, and she speaks a lot about it, about saying that people are just calling her crazy because she's different in what she's telling, and because of the truth hurts, they want to dismiss her. She's saying the same things, but she's doing it to her own son. Which she is, honestly, I've been a witness to it because I follow this lady. And even though I'm a fan and stan of hers, I still acknowledge what she do, whether it's right or wrong or good or bad. And what he's saying, he ain't lying about. She do act like that. So, let's continue.
Or right is, while the mirror is what she thinks she is, and what, at least, I can articulate is a imperfect articulation of Jacqueline Suzette Wright grown up.
You just taught me something today. So if you spoil a kid and never discipline the kid,
this is what becomes of them.
Oh, stop it, Tasha. You know that. You know if you don't discipline a child, they become spoiled rotten. You know that. So stop. Now, folks, I don't believe in hitting children, okay? So discipline can take different forms. Like you can tell the child no TV tonight. Tell the child, okay, you cannot have your favorite cereal for a week. But it does not have to be hitting. Okay? Just wanted to clear the air on that, because I know some of you, you're quick with the hands. Let's continue.
Love,
you gotta be
as beautiful as it is
with corporal punishment. You have to be the kind of type of person who's able to be able to exercise some kind of self-control and some kind of integrity. You can't just be somebody who just happy hitting, free hitting, and that, no, because then that does fall under abuse. And I'm thankful that nothing ever fell under that. The times that I got my ass whooped bad, and I can say not every single time that I got a spanking that I necessarily deserved it, but there was enough stuff that I got away with that my parents didn't know about and still don't know about to this day, that basically I pretty much got whoopings, and I'm still old whoopings, basically. Let's put it that way. The whoopings I got, I did deserve, chalk it up to karma, that I should have got it anyway, okay? So I'll put it like that. And that taking privileges away wouldn't do nothing for me, because I grew up in the country. We only had 3 TV channels growing up. It was ABC, NBC, CBS, and sometimes, depending on the antenna, I could get Fox and PBS. That's it. Those are the only channels I grew up with, because I didn't have no cable. Ain't no satellite dish. Cable stopped, but will be a couple of miles, a couple of blocks in the city. They stopped about that down the road is the last place they stopped serving cable. So I never had cable TV my whole life growing up. I ain't had my first computer till I was in my 20s. I ain't had my first cell phone till I was in my 20s. So, but I digress. These kids, they are born into everything. Born right into cell phones. They born right into technology. They born right into this nasty sex and perversion and mess all over TV and television. And the parents are so desensitized to it that they think it's normal. Look, I'm talking too much. The parents are so desensitized, they think it's normal. They don't even change TV channel. My sister don't even change TV channel, nothing. She's watching anything around the children. These people don't do nothing no more. So what hope do these children have without some kind of something to show that you mean business and that you ain't playing around in your own house. And that there are consequences for behavior, mild within reason, the consequences for behavior. Getting whooped, even with no belt. Getting whooped with a belt, you know, even hard, what I would think would be hard as a kid, it wouldn't kill nobody. It didn't kill nobody. It didn't leave me crippled. It might have left marks on my body, but the marks went away. But what didn't go away was the memory that I got my ass whooped, and there's a consequence for every reaction. And with those spankings also came guidance. Like when I was only stole a couple of times. No, I mean I've stole, but not a lot. But the few times that I've stole as a kid, I got caught because I really never was good at it. I didn't do a habit. I just did it a few times. All the times I got caught, and then it was the second time I got away. I would have got away with it, but I felt so bad. I told on my own self. I confessed on my own, and then. With those things, I had to go back and apologize to the people I stole for, and I got talked to. I got guidance along with that. I got to hear how that other person felt about, you know, what it was like having things stolen, and I had to face that, and that stuck with me, and I'm glad that happened, both the spankings and the guidance. Would I have been the person I am today if I had just got the guidance with no spanking? Or if I would have just got the spanking with no guidance, I don't know. I can't say, but I'm glad I got it. Anyway, let me go on.
Ridiculous, double-edged dance.
I figured he's working on something, so I was
beautiful
just
flower
doing something.
that is protected by thorns. And too much of something can turn into a bad thing.
Amen.
And depending on what it is, it could either be something very light that can be cured.
The audio ain't even clear. I was just
Insidious,
talking to nothing.
vile, serpentine
I'm trying to get this
poison
on my thing.
that can corrupt a person
That's
as
true.
long as they're alive.
Okay,
Now this is a little sidebar, folks. He was talking and he was busy looking at the camera and looking at Tasha. And Tasha was busy pouring her wine. Throughout this whole interview, Tasha was so quiet, she hardly asked any questions. Because he was just belting it out. He was letting his mama have it, and Tasha was not interrupting. She was, I guess, under her breath saying, go ahead, let her have it. The left, the right, yeah, the uppercut.
Oh, you're playing the other games.
So Tasha was not about to interrupt him.
I've been playing other games so long that I kind of have their habits ingrained. So it's like every so often I keep pressing buttons or stopping to do things that I do in that game. Like I just caught myself about to check my inventory and move my stuff around, make potions and stuff. But I was like, wait a minute, that's dragon dog. That's hilarious. You get in that game, you get over encumbered. So I was about to be like, make sure I was checking my weight and stuff while it was slow. I'm tripping. Anyway, I had the daggone thing off. I wanted to get. Oh, thank you. I wanted to get the interview in the stream, because I was streaming it, so I have it to listen to later. And I forgot to turn and make sure the mic was on. So the first part of this, I was just talking, it's not going to be in there. And I'm not going to rewind. So I'm just going to start the video from here. But I'm going to repeat what I said about it. It's, real quickly, it's an interview about Jaguar Wright. It's an interview that Tasha K did with her son. And I said a lot about it. It was a mouthful, so maybe it wasn't meant to be heard. Because I ain't remember saying all it again. I'm going to do it after this boss wave. I'm going to play after this boss wave.
gratitude. There's too many of them. Into the shadow. Appreciate it. Finally. You have my gratitude. Thanks. Feel my blade!
The ghost prepared for more battle.
She was just letting him rail on his mama. Ooh, Tasha, you're wrong for that.
Life allows them if no one stops them. Too much love is what turned my mother into the demoness that her persona is now. All of the wrongdoings that she has done, the abuse whipping me with an extension cord for trying to vent out her frustration for her father dying, the manipulation trying to turn me against my own family, trying to put my grandmother Tina into a troubling situation with the cops in Plymouth meeting, trying to get me down to her. The crimes she has committed, from simple misdemeanors to being on the wanted list in Grand Prairie, the horrid physical abuse and willful fear she inflicted.
You gotta work hard, fight for your spot, or you rock to the top. No, they can't steal my style.
Abuse and willful fear she inflicted upon my brother. The awful elder abuse she put Grandma Frances through, especially in that one call that I heard when my Aunt Michelle wanted Frances to speak to Mom
This
before she
controller
died,
got grip.
and she referred
I just took out
in
the
her and Jaguar's bitter hatred, referred to
my controller just is moving by itself. I bought an extra controller when I bought this PS5 that I hadn't used because I had bought this purple one in honor of my niece. Her favorite color was purple, my lady niece. But now it's starting to move by itself, and I just took out the one that came with it and plugged it in because I wanted to have a backup because I wanted to stop, or I have been stopped using my controller while it's plugged in to try to limit the EMF waves. And I noticed that I'm bothered less when the less I do that. And I'm kind of sort of doing it right now because the other controller I just took out ain't charged yet, and I'm playing with y'all. So it's plugged in the console, and I can feel it. I can feel it. But that's why I know. I said that to remind y'all, if y'all don't know, be careful with the control, playing holding a controller and phone and stuff while it's plugged in because of the amount of EMF waves that go through it.
her elder sister and her mother as a bitch. That most certainly broke her heart.
Let me tell you something, guys. Sam have a lot bottled up inside of him, okay? This is all the stuff that he wants to tell his mom, but really can't to her face. So he's using social media to get his message to her. I hope you listen, Jaguar. This is the only child you have living. You gotta do right. You gotta make amends. You gotta apologize. You gotta make it work. You gotta get back to basics with your child, because he's deeply hurt and injured for all the things you have said and done in the past. Ms. Jaguar writes, before you fix the world and fix the music industry, you ought to be fixing Sam. That's who you should be fixing. But in all seriousness, Sam should be in therapy. I don't know if he is in therapy, but he needs it, because there's a lot inside of him bottled up. I'm sure there's more that he can say, but he's probably holding back because he knows the world is listening. He needs to go into therapy.
That is all the insidious things that she is now. And as far as things go right now, if she is not stopped, if you are not stopped, Mother, if you do not stop running away, stop swimming around in that abyss of yours, looking in that mirror, you will be swallowed by Leviathan, and you will join Lucifer.
But that has got to be very embarrassing for Jaguar, to know that your own child is saying these things about you. It's not a stranger. It wouldn't have been so bad if it was a stranger, but your own child is saying these things about you. That speaks volumes. Let's pull up another clip. I'm telling you, Tasha did not have a lot of words. Kat had her tongue that particular day, that particular interview. She could not say hardly anything. She was just like, oh my God, oh my word, oh what? She was touching her pearls throughout the entire interview. And like I said before, she was sipping on that wine, and it got to the point where
y'all ought to go to Dude's party. Let me see what he said, because when I'm on live, the messages don't pop up. Shoot, okay. Okay, let's try. Yeah. Okay, as far as I have much time for it. I got it down like yes. Yeah, say about I believe about okay, I say I tried to play about an hour at time several times, but just couldn't get into all like that. Okay, saying to try to play Black Myth Food Con about an hour at a time, several times. I couldn't get to it. Okay. Alright. Okay, yeah, sure. Might sound like I'm talking to myself, but I'm talking to other people too. Yes.
Sam was saying was so deep and was so revealing and so out of the box that she just said, to hell with the wine glass. Let me put this bottle to my head and just chuck this down. I'm telling you. But Sam has to say about Jaguar, no child
Every
should
time I
talk
heard
like
it,
that
still
about his mother. And I don't know if he's being influenced by adults around him, but they ought to stop. What he had to say about his mother, I don't think any child should have fixed their mouth to say, but Jaguar and Sam have a relationship that played out on social media, and he has a lot of anger towards his mother. So I guess this is his therapy, coming on social media and airing out how he feels, because she's probably not even taking his calls. I don't know. But I would say he should talk to Jaguar and let her know, face to face how he feels, but maybe he can't. Sometimes you can't tell the person when you're in front of them.
Yeah, she's not going to receive that.
In a third party, maybe like he got on Tasha K's program, and he's venting, and this is the only way that he can let her know exactly how he feels. Sometimes it's like that for some people, At least he's letting it out, and I hope Jaguar tuned into Tasha K for this particular video. She probably saw it already. What am I saying? I hope she tunes in. I'm sure she tunes in because she looks at Tasha K religiously. Let's continue.
Jaguar Wright is a profane.
She's still growing. She's still working. God
When you imagine day-to-day life in a prison, you probably think of doors closing. But at the Federal Bureau of Prisons, doors can open for both you and the inmates you guide. We have numerous...
Let's continue.
Jaguar Wright is a profane prostitute.
Oh my Lord.
A modern-day Kadishju.
Let's continue.
Jaguar Wright is a profane prostitute.
Oh my Lord.
A modern-day Kadishju indoctrinated by the 4 women of the Zohar. Oh, she broke into singing. And she was doing really well at it, too. She had the angelic voice gifted by God himself. However, the group that she was with at the time, the Roots, they saw her as a good artist, but they also saw her as the perfect scapegoat to get away with whatever they were doing at the time.
You heard of the 4 women of the Zohar. What he said was their religion is that she was indoctrinated by the 4 women of the Zohar of their religion to be indoctrinated to communicate with the devil. That was his words. Now I'm about to ask my phone. Oh, I can't ask the phone or that phone because I'm on. Let me see if I can ask it on this phone. Because the phones are projecting the lives to different accounts. Let me see. I'm gonna ask the AI. This is my brother here. He named himself everything. We pray together, everything. Okay, I got it. Only weekly nightmare. Okay, this will be this. Enemy in melee. Okay. Dismantle. Any type. Okay, let me finish. Let me dismantle. Let me do that. That. How many is this? Did I do it yet? Yes. Effect, and we'll put this tight, okay. And then classmates, okay. Now, cool, phone before the screen start now.
The defense of our village.
Okay. Alright.
Thank you. You have my gratitude. You have my thanks. You're a worthy ally.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright. I got the login. Did I buy it? Oh. Did I get every? Sorry, my controller's moving on its own. So I tried to get everybody, but it don't look weird. Okay, wait a minute, I gotta log in my Facebook on this phone. Y'all made me write Facebook as my password. Cause I said it wrong. Okay, hold on 1 second. I gotta log in on my phone again for some reason. I don't know why I'm logged out. Yo. Okay. Look, yo. Okay, yo, this can work. Okay, Lumen. If somebody said that they okay, Lumen. If somebody said that their mother was indoctrinated by the 4 women of the Zohar to commune with the devil, what religion would they be talking about? Doctrine. Okay, I'm done. Oh shoot, y'all. I can't get on this phone. It don't talk. And see, I know she's been in witchcraft and stuff. That's been obvious. She stated, and I've seen some. Myself. That's gonna be myself. Okay,
Into the shadows. You have my gratitude.
okay, what it say is, the Zohar is the foundational text of Jewish mysticism, specifically Kabbalah. However, communing with the devil isn't a Kabbalistic Jewish concept. Oh. Who's saying that? Oh, I should move. Thank you. Sorry, thank you. God was looking down at the phone. Oh, shoot, we got to move from here, too. Oh. Okay, let me wait.
Help!
Hell came to the ghost.
You have my thanks. Took them all down. Thank you. I owe you. Appreciate it.
Ghost attacked with brute speed.
Thanks. You have my gratitude. Appreciate it. Help!
The ghost called out for help.
I owe you.
Oh, I said sorry. I put myself on mute. Sorry, I said sorry. I was way away from that bubble, but I don't know what happened. But sorry, thank you.
I'll return the favor.
A grave threat arrived. A ghost went beyond the call.
Enemy there! You have...
Okay, I asked it because, for one thing, For one thing, I already know of the only thing in regards to, okay, it's coming, Sharky, let's move. The only thing in regards I know about Zohar is Jewish text, and I had never heard of anything about 4 women being associated with that and devil worship. So if I was Tasha K, or in the interview, I would have probed him about that. When he said that, I would have asked him to go into what he means by that. What is that religion in particular? I would have went asked him that. But on first inquiry, the AI didn't know. Basically, didn't know what I was talking about. It basically said it's the same thing about Jewish, about Judaism. So I don't want to be where y'all really don't need me to be and stuff. So I just I don't want to be all intrusive. I hadn't heard this religion. Not that I would say I know all religions, but I'm very studied in world religion. And it's possible that what he was saying could be some type of mystery religion or a new type of religion. So on second inquiry, I asked, are there any other possible meanings that for the 4 women of Zohar, what that could be? And it gave me, see, if you quit too soon, see with the AI, sometimes with AI, I'm learning it's about sometimes how you word things. It's a program, so it can't read our mind. Sometimes it does a good job as a language model trying to interpret, and it gets it right a lot of times. But sometimes it can't interpret certain things because it's not a human, and humans act different from technology. So I like to I don't just stop at one question when I'm with AI. If I can't get anywhere, I'll try to think of different kind of ways to ask the question, or I'll try to either broaden it or narrow it to help fine tune the AI a little bit. So it said. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. After this, I'm gonna get my tablet because it'll make it much easier if the thing would just breathe for me. Cause I can't look down and do it. I mean, I can.
Thanks. Thank you.
Okay, let me get my tablet real fast. Actually, what way is this? Okay, let me wait.
Strong foes met the ghosts in battle.
I owe you. You have my gratitude. Thank you.
corruption ceased.
I owe you. You're a worthy ally. Enemy there. I owe you.
Combined power of the ghost is too much for the enemy.
Okay, let me get my tablet right quick.
Thanks.
The ghosts readied themselves for anything. Powerful ally to the ghosts.
Oh, my bad from above. Crap. Yo! Did you all see that blood clot? Did y'all see that blood clot?
Ghosts were not yet finished. Nothing will stop the ghosts.
Okay, Lumen, now I'm on a different device where I can talk to you versus type and you can just read out. Can you repeat what you just typed for me, please?
I can repeat my previous response. Here it is. 4 women of the Zohar: Rachel, Leah, Sarah, and Rebecca, representing divine feminine energy.
Wait a minute, I thought the speaker was hooked up. It's supposed to be hooked up. Why it's not coming out the speaker? Okay, sorry, Lumen, I got cut off. Can you repeat it again? Oh, shoot. Okay, and how might somebody be associated with communing with the devil with the four women of Zohar? What religion would that fall under?
That association is not a traditional Jewish or Kabbalistic concept. It might be a misconception or misinterpretation, possibly related to Christian or other religious traditions regarding devil worship. It's not a mainstream association within Judaism or Kabbalah.
Ghosts refused to give up.
You're a worthy ally.
The enemy had not yet given up.
Get away with whatever they were doing at the time. Whatever that was, I cannot say. I'm not in the situation myself. But they used her as a sacrificial lamb.
Oh my lord.
A modern day
But I would say he should talk to Jaguar and let her know, face to face how he feels, but maybe he can't. Sometimes you can't tell the person, then you're in front of them, but you can say it in a third party, maybe like he got on Tasha K's program, and he's venting, and this is the only way that he can let her know exactly how he feels. Sometimes it's like that.
No!
At least he's letting it out, and I hope Jaguar tuned into Tasha K for this particular video. She probably saw it already. What am I saying? I hope she tuned in. I'm sure she tuned in because she looks at Tasha K religiously. Let's continue.
Jaguar Wright is a profane prostitute.
Oh my lord.
A modern-day Kaddish Jew indoctrinated by the four women of the Zohar. Oh, she broke into singing. And she was doing really well at it too. She had the angelical voice gifted by God himself. However, the group that she was with at the time, the Roots, they saw her as a good artist.
I see that they cut
They also
the
saw
part
her
out.
as
They skipped
the
that
perfect
part.
scapegoat to get away with whatever they were doing at the time. Whatever that was, I cannot say. I'm not in the situation myself. But they used her as a sacrificial lamb. And that blood spilled from the lamb is basically where all of the hatred stews.
Oh, okay. So, okay, I get you now. Now, you said your mama was a prostitute.
That part you want to go into.
Where did you hear that from?
Originally, the prostitute line was something that I came up with myself because in 2023,
Okay.
in I believe February,
Well, actually, that prostitute line, Jaguar
Yes,
herself,
she said, yeah,
but
well,
other
she
people
claimed
say that she
to be a
was
sex worker.
prostitute.
or late January.
She claimed to be a sex worker or
This was in the
dominatrix.
time me and my mother
Those were her
in
words.
contact with
She
the
said she was a
people
sex
at the
worker,
time.
a dominatrix.
Southside.
Someone who said that she's Aaliyah's daughter.
Okay.
She said she was a sex worker before she got the music industry, a dominatrix.
I do not know the full details on it myself, so I will not get my word
That
on
don't
it.
mean
But
prostitute,
no matter
but
if she
sex
belongs
worker.
to, it
People
does not
say
matter.
that's prostitution.
Sam
not
is
false.
very conscious not to say the wrong thing because he realizes that although Regina is disillusional, he's a human being who has feelings. So he's choosing his words wisely.
Another person, but she's another person, like me, and like mother, and everyone else.
True. Okay, go ahead.
She admitted to us on that one particular day, on the south side of Lamar, in Dallas, the one apartment place with all the music, with all the studios, and right down the street from Salat Pizza. She admitted to me, from her own words, of an instance of adultery that she committed while she was still married to my father. Before the divorce.
And what was that?
I do not know the person whom she was with at the time, and she did not say the date or the year when it happened.
Okay.
But
as a parent, TSA PreCheck is a huge relief because of all the stuff you have to take. Strollers, snacks, entertainment for them. You just have to take all of that with you when you're traveling with kids. That's why we got TSA PreCheck.
Introducing a redesigned Dix experience for a sports destination unlike any other, with an expanded assortment of the latest styles. And the best gear that takes your game to the next level and beyond.
They hit me while I was, thank
With
you.
new interactive experiences and a commitment to expert service. Welcome to an entirely new next generation Dix.
Okay.
Let me count the ways, honey. Let me count the ways. Jaguar has admitted to so many people she's been with. I guess Sam does not look at all of the videos. Alright? And even her ex-husband, what's his name? Sam Odom has chronicled all the affairs that Jaguar has gone through while he was married to her. So, I'm telling you folks, for all you people out there who like to tell your kids everything, oh, my children are like my best friend. I can tell them everything. Don't you dare. It's going to come back to bite you in the butt. You see what's going on right now with Sam and Jaguar? She told him that she had an affair on his father. And he is despising her right now for it. Because what did he call her? A prostitute. Let's continue.
she told me that she did it. Whether that was a boast or whatnot, I cannot say for certain, but I'm willing to bet that she has. And apparently, from what I've seen, having been dug up as of more recently, apparently she has prostituted herself multiple times in the past. I cannot confirm since I haven't heard the full details, but I have heard the word across the street. And I have even heard of an instance where my mother was live one time when she exposed her naked breast online for the internet to see. And that there was even an instance where my mother was naked underneath the moonlight, like she were from Twilight.
Oh Lord!
So how does he know? Was he peeking through the window? How does he know she was laying in the moonlight, like it was twilight, like them vampires lay out in the moonlight?
She said.
How does he know all these details? Did she tell him or was he peeking?
No, she
That's
told
what I
the
want to know.
internet.
Were you peeking, Sam?
She told us on the internet.
I cannot say for certain, but I'm willing to bet that she has.
She told us all about her sex
Apparently,
life.
from what I've seen,
Any chance she could get.
Having been dug up as of more recently, apparently she has prostituted herself multiple times in the past. I cannot confirm since I haven't heard the full details, but I have heard the word across the street. And
no, Sam keeps saying he heard.
Heard though, yes. Heard. It's a bunch of hearsay, speculation. But the stuff he witnessed in his own house, he didn't speak of. But all this sex
I've
stuff,
been talking in front
she
of
ain't
him.
doing
Now,
front of
you
him.
adults who got to see on
That's just
Jaguar,
stuff
you
from the
shouldn't be
internet.
talking in front of her child because you know that's going to skew how he thinks about her. Let him find out for himself on the internet, but don't be standing in front of this young man and telling Jaguar's business, all the scintillated details that you all should keep
his
to
own
yourself.
ball, yes.
That's wrong.
It sure
That's really
is.
wrong. So
Let him find out
the only
himself.
one who despises her family enough to tell their piece. Apparently, the family and friends that Jaguar have despises her so much that they spilled her tea in front of her kid, in front of her child. Now, you guys are wrong for that, if that's how it went down.
I have even heard of an instance where my mother was live one time when she exposed her naked breast online for the internet to see. And that there was even an instance where my mother was naked underneath the moonlight, like she were from
Twilight.
a werewolf.
A werewolf, honey. Like she was from Twilight. A werewolf. What does that say about your mama?
You are to see your mama naked. See, people got to understand these kids are affected.
Yeah.
And that affect, I can tell that affected you. You saying that with so much passion.
It's absolutely disgusting. So I basically committed. Basically, from there, the belief was basically true. She was effectively a succubus. What is that? A succubus.
Tasha, get out your dictionary. Stop asking.
Naked underneath the moonlight, like she were from Twilight. Werewolf.
Oh.
She imagined how disgusted I was at the time.
Just to see your mama naked. See, people got to understand these kids are affected. And that affect, I can tell that affected you. You saying that with so much passion.
It's absolutely disgusting. So I basically committed. Basically, from there, the belief was basically true. What is that? A succubus.
A succubus.
Get out your dictionary. Stop asking.
He called his own mama a succubus.
This young man, when he opens his mouth, all you keep saying is, what was that? What does that mean? Tasha, go get your dictionary. I'm tired of you asking for him to stop and interrupting him and asking him, what's that? What does that mean? Rewind and come again. Go get your dictionary.
A night demon whose only methods of survival is by draining the sexual energies of man, basically carnal desires. And they do not care whom it is with, for they can switch across their body to be whomever it is.
I was a demon. What makes a cool phone to me is like something different. Hi there, I just landed from American Airbrailing Vessel.
Ich bin gerade aus Amerika gelandet und brauche wirklich eine Snutze.
Food is my passion, and I fulfill it at Capital One. I'm a business analyst on the Capital One dining team, using data insights
to be whomever it is.
Well, we know Jaguar had quite a few female lovers and quite a few male lovers. But I don't know if I'm going to call her a succubus at this point.
Yeah.
But let's continue.
Man.
Shoot.
Shots for them to vent out their frustrations, vent out their anger, mess with us, toy with us, get popular on social media. I couldn't allow that. Not to myself, not to my mother, not to my grandmother, and not to Gerald. Okay. So Gerald was gone at the time, but if he were with us, also for him too. I was going to do what it takes to get us that truck before sundown.
I need more tea.
So I searched around in each of those bags, constantly looking for it, and I swear to you, my hunger and dehydration at the time, since I didn't have much to eat after breakfast, and since we were evicted in the noon, it made me feel like I was searching every single bag, but I couldn't find it anywhere, and I felt like I was losing it until my mother finally gave and got me some lunch over at Fuel City.
This is reliving trauma. 5 times evicted between Jaguar and his father. This is why I say to the bloggers, leave Sam Jr. alone. Because every time they interview him and he has to recount these stories, it's reopening up that wound that he is hoping he can seal, put a band-aid on it and move on with his life. But each time they keep interviewing him about what happened in his past experience with his mom, all the trauma that he went through, he's not healing. He needs to go into counseling and he needs to get on with his life and finish up school and be left alone. And by the same token, Jaguar needs to not drag him into her mess, because she has made it her mission to talk so bad about his father whenever she talks to Sam that he is torn between his mom and his dad. And I guess she is trying to tell him to pick a side. But Sam seems to be very sensitive, very in touch with what's going on, and I think it's very traumatizing for him. He needs to he's working now, he really needs to spend some of that money for therapy.
Okay, and then
he said she finally caved. That means he must have been asking her for lunch, and she was saying, well, wait a minute, just keep looking. Keep looking, you'll get lunch. He said she finally caved. That indicates to me that he was asking her for lunch and she was postponing it. And he said he didn't have much to eat at breakfast time, so he was about to fall out from hunger and thirst. But Jaguar didn't give a damn. She was just busy on the phone, talking to folks and carrying on at the office, just milking it for all it's worth because she wanted the clicks and views. Let's continue.
In that evening, when the sun was starting to go down, I finally found the bag, her pocketbook, her purse, which had her ID. And I felt so relieved. Now, looking at a recent stream, well, not recent, but several weeks ago now, from someone who has kept an eye on my mother, which I'm very thankful for. Someone in her chat mentioned that that my mother had actually staged the hiding of her purse just to get some fame of the situation. Oh, what do you mean? In other words, she purposefully hid that bag.
Hello.
Hid that bag away, even though we needed it in order to get the truck.
Hello.
And had me searching around, and it recorded me frantically searching around, and her basically talking loudly and brashly to Grandma Frances. And then once she felt like she had milked enough of the situation, she basically placed it in a spot for me to find it, and in which I did that search again and found the purse.
So, when he looked the first time, the pocketbook was not in the spot where he found it the second time. So he deduced that it had been put there by Jaguar. Well, he deduced it with the help of a few people who pointed it out to him. This is what I mean. People are feeding him information, then they should leave him alone to get on with his life.
Which is, so she recorded you on live doing all this? Secretly behind my back, yes. Okay.
Hey everyone, Elaine here, and I am at 47 Plaza Street West.
I'm doing all this. Secretly behind my back, yes. Okay. I do not like that. But as of right now, I basically dismiss it as one of the many things that I figured out over the course of these 2 years now. Well, 1 or 2 years. Yeah, basically 1.5 years now since I've been away from her. That has made me view her in a much more negative light. And like how? Okay, I specified this in a kind of
Oh, Tasha, you're gonna milk this for all it's worth. The man said he used his mother in a negative light. Now, does he have to go into the nitty-gritty, the details? Come on now, you could have let this one slide. All these bloggers wants clicks and views and disturbing this young man's peace. Y'all gotta remember, he got school, okay? He gotta put his mind on school, not no freaking blogging and what's going on with his mother, okay? How his mother lived her life. Now y'all gotta let him live his life. Leave him alone. Every minute they want an interview from young Sam. When the clicks and the views are down. It don't make no kind of sense. Y'all got children. Think about your kids. He can be your son. Leave him alone.
Version. I've separated my mother into 2 people. Okay. One Suzette Wright, her legal name, and Jaguar Wright, her stage name. Okay. I love Jacqueline Suzette Wright. She is my mother, and I love her with every bit of my being, in spite of the things that she's done. However, Jaguar Wright is the kind of person I abhor. Okay. To give you the Cliff Notes version of how I view Jaguar Wright, she is 5 things to me. Okay. She is an over-possessive siren who lures any people who try to be kind to her into her den and protects the things that she owns, whether it be her gained wealth or, even at worst, her own sons, whether they be dead or alive, like a dragon protects a hoard of gold. That's 1. Okay. 2. Jaguar Wright is a vindictive thief. Hates those who have slighted her or have done any wrong to her in her eyes. Stirs the pot of bad blood for well over a decade and pettily steals things from those whom she hates for her own purposes or for her own hatred. Okay? 3. She is a dead son of narcissism who has been overfueled with the eutrophication of love.
He said she's a dead son of narcissism. Now, why did he say he, referring to Jaguar, female, as a he? He said, I guess it must have been a slip of the tongue. Maybe he meant to say she's a dead daughter of narcissism. However, he said he is a dead son of narcissism, referring to his mother.
Who has been overfueled with the eutrophication of love from her father and her mother at such a young age, well before her double digits, that it spoiled her rotten, and led her to believe that she was a shining star amidst the cosmos, when in actuality she burnt out. 4. She is a hyperbolic diabolic criminal with the mask of a cultist who has spread and blown things so far out of proportion to the point where nobody can find, to hopefully nobody will find the truth of the matter, and to keep her name in the circles of controversy so that all the attention will always be on her.
Watching my pearls.
And likewise, hypocritically proclaiming to my now late half-brother to never play a game series from Rockstar known as GTA, Grand Theft Auto, when she has effectively done the same herself in real life now.
Okay, let me put a pause on that. Is that what this is all about for over 10 years now, Miss Jaguar, right? That all you are trying to do is seek attention, and you find all the salacious stories to talk about, because we know that you can paint a picture. You're very versed in the art of storytelling. Is that what this is all about, that you just want? That the light should always be on you, so you can say you were there, that you went to all these parties and all these people's mansions when there are no pictures of you ever being there, just so you can continue to be in the limelight. And now you got all these interviews with Piers Morgan and all these other folks. So you're getting the spotlight that you so desire. Let's continue.
And if you